Hi guys, Woody here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another rebuild. If you are enjoying these rebuilds and you're not subscribed to the channel, if you could do so, it does mean a lot to me. Hit that bell button and you'll get notified when I put another rebuild out. Or, I do have the my Journeyman Save submitted the Premier League going on as well, so go and check that one out as well. It is getting really tasty. Anyway, we're back, like I said, for another one, and obviously it is Dortmund that we're going to be rebuilding. Now you're probably thinking Dortmund do not need a rebuild, and you're right, they don't need a rebuild. But Dortmund have a bunch of really good young players. So we're going to have a look here. We've got, obviously, we know about Haaland, got Reina, Jude Bellingham, Zagadou. Some young players there who look really good, but also as well, if you if you pop down here into their under-19 squad, you have a look at the potential they've got here. Matty Collins, Camara, Yusufa Moukoko, obviously we all know about, Bino Gittins. They've got a couple of other 4-star players here as well. So they've got a really good youth setup, and the plan is basically to overthrow Bayern. Because they haven't won, where are we looking here? Bundesliga. Because Dortmund haven't won the title. Bayern have won it for a long time, so 2011, 2012, so is it like 10 years ago or whatever? So the plan is to overthrow Bayern here without doing any transfers and just rely on the young players that are at Dortmund. Now, doing lots of other saves and stuff, I've noticed that they generally do a pretty good job of keeping like Reina and Bellingham, Moukoko, and that. It's Haaland that they lose straight away. Obviously, he's already wanted by Man City and Real Madrid. I disabled the first transfer window because I thought I'm not making any. Neither are you lot. So he's going to be hard to sign. His contract actually runs out at the end of 2024. We're going to offer him a new contract, and he's like, no, you guys aren't even good enough for me. So that is how good Earling Haaland is. And also, have one thing I did notice, because the first time I've actually managed him, if you go to his information here, has a preference to play for Leeds. Get up, Leeds. Good stuff. Loving it. Anyway, back to this. So, yeah, it's going to be the same sort of format, 5 years. Although I was tossing up to do maybe 10 years or 7, because we're not going to have any transfers to go through in the season, so it'll just be really looking at youth prospects. And like I said, having a look down in that development centre, if we go for 5 years, Yusufa Moukoko, he's only going to be 21 at the end of it. We go for another 5 years, he's going to be 26. So he is going to be, God, he's disgustingly good at 16 as well already. So that is the plan. So I've upgraded all the staff as best I could. I've brought in my favourite assistant manager wherever he is. Had him last time. Yeah, he's going to be the last one, isn't he? No, it's not even there. Okay. Maybe just don't try and do that. Wait, Andreas Schraven. Best assistant manager in the game, I reckon. Maybe. Anyway, he's pretty good. He's pretty damn good. So I've brought him in as my new assistant. So he did a good job at Villa. If you haven't watched that one yet, go and check it out. He does a good job once I bring him in. Tactics, we're going to be. I've just pumped in a custom Gegenpress here, and just fiddled around with a few positions. Now, player-wise, I'm thinking obviously Kobel, the goalkeeper, in there. He's not a very good goalkeeper actually, only 2.5 stars, so that's a bit of a worry. Maka Royce on the left here, and obviously Earling Haaland up front. Everyone else, I'm pretty happy for the Sharvin to kind of, roll them around. You've got some older players here. I say older players. Emre Can's 27. I meant more the likes of Matt Hummels. He's 32. Physicals aren't super great speed-wise and that. And although I want to give Bellingham a lot of game time, he's still only 18. He's very good though. So yeah, a little bit of a toss-up there, and the likes of Reina as well. I want them to get game time, but not too much game time, if you know what I mean. Although, in saying that, we probably should play them as much as possible to give them as much as possible. Jude Bellingham, is he played Bellingham as well? Yeah, we can do. And Reina, as he goes an inside forward. Yeah, so he's only 2 stars, that's the thing. We might take Reina out. All right, we'll leave Bellingham in there. We'll go like that. So guys, I'm off to simulate the rest of the season, and we'll come back at the end of it, see how we did, and see how we got in youth players, and hopefully we got in some really, really good ones. I'll see you in a tick. And that a big job done, overthrowing Bayern Munich. We've won the title, so super easy. Rebuild over. Nah, just kidding. But great job to win the title by 6 points. As you can see here, looks like was it game week 14? We actually beat Bayern, and then we just stayed top of the table from there. We were first here, and then we had a little dip. There would have been we beat Cologne. No, Leipzig. We lost 4-0 to Leipzig. Geez, we'll have to have a look at that. But that was really good. First round by AC Milan. I'm at DFB Pokal semi-final and runner-up in the Super Cup, guaranteed to Bayern Munich. Yeah, we lost 3-1 there. Disappointing there, but great to win the title. Let's have a look, see how it kicked off. There's that loss to Bayern Munich. In the Super Cup, we lost to Benfica. That's Champions League. Come on, do it properly. So 4-0 to Leipzig and 1-0 to Stuttgart. Only 2 losses in the whole season, so that would have definitely done well for our title. DFB Pokal losing to Leipzig, pretty easy run up until then. Erling Haaland, as you can see, coming up a number of times. The Champions League, young boys, losing to Benfica twice. That's a blow. We would have finished second in the league. Yep, second, and then we get AC Milan and we get bumped out. So that's disappointing there. But it's really nice to win the title. Let's have a look at the squad, see how everyone went. Erling Haaland, 57 goals. Wow. The man is a cheat machine. 43 in the league. That's absolutely amazing. Jude Bellingham, 14 and 14. 12 and 14 for Thorgan Hazard. Assists-wise, 21 for Marco Reus there. So really, really good. Rafael Guerrero, 12 assists there. But Erling Haaland, 57 goals is absolutely outstanding. I have a feeling that he also won the Deutschland Footballer of the Year, I'm assuming. I haven't done the manager yet. Hopefully there'll be a Schaven, but yeah, as you can see, he's absolutely amazing there, winning it. We didn't get anything else others in the under-19s or the 17s, but under-19s actually won did the doubles. They must have won their cup in their league, which is amazing. I'll have a quick look at the development centre to have a look at those youth candidates that came in. This is the first time I've looked at them, so well, that's good. We've got a goalkeeper. Why is he Australian and his name is Danny Gel Simpson? That's so weird. He's German. Interesting. But he looks pretty good. 4.5-star potential there. He could be one for the future. Still only 15 years old at the moment. Marlon Jacobson here is a left-sided player. That's nice. He looks pretty good too. Guys, got some good physicals there already. 5-star potential for him. Neshat Hoxha. Striker. Poor finishing though, and he's really slow. Is he a target? Yeah, he's target forward. Don't know if we'll find room for him, but he's 15 as well. David Stody. Another striker with poor finishing. He's probably more of a winger. Looks pretty decent. Not too bad. Gotta remember all these guys are 15 years old. And we'll have a quick look at the top talents as well. Maxime Pascal is a right French winger. He's pretty slow, but he's good flair and determination. Ramazan Akhmatov. He looks pretty good. Central midfielder. Nice natural fitness of 4. Sven Lutz. Right-sided player. Yeah, not too bad. Determination of 3 though. And Lucas Anton is a central defender. Not too bad. Some decent players in there. Contracts. So we've got a few players expiring. Obviously 2 loans there. Marcel Schemlezer. He's actually leaving, but that's okay. He's 34 years old and he played 0 games. Axel Wistel. He's 33, but he wants to leave at the end of the club anyway. End of the season. And I wonder if it's in here. Okay, he wants to commit his future to the club. We'll see if we can offer him a new contract. And like I said, if there is any major transfer news, I'll update you on that. If there's not, we'll just come back for the end of the next season because obviously there's not going to be any transfers. Major transfer news is obviously this man Erling Haaland wanting to leave. He still doesn't want to sign a new contract because he doesn't think the squad is good enough. So I'm going to hard press to keep him. But anyway, guys, I will see you hopefully at the end of our second season. Bye. Just quickly before we go and simulate the season, we're going to leave the tactic exactly the same. Kobel in goal. Zagadou is in the defence there. Bellingham I want is at Mazzala because I want him getting as much game time as possible. And Marco Reus on the left. Other than that, Andreas Schaven can pick whoever he likes. The other big bit of transfer news is obviously Haaland. Makoko has gone out on loan because he wanted to go on loan last season, so I'd let him go, just keep him happy. But Haaland has gone to Man City for 140. We negotiated a price of 140 because I thought that was quite high, and they just came in and took it. So there's the end of Haaland, and let's go and simulate this season. I doubt we're going to win the Bundesliga without him, but we'll try. See you in a tick. And we've done a miraculous double. It's not quite miraculous. It's a double, technically. We won the DFL Super Cup and the Europa League, beating at PSG 2-1. But you have a look at this. Yep, great, European trophy and all that. But we finished third in a group that included Ludogorets from Belarus, I think. And we beat them and Dynamo once. So, like, we'll go into this and expand this out, actually. Let's go back and we'll do that first. Group stages. No, group stages. All groups. Yeah, so we beat Ludogorets and Dynamo. We drew with Dynamo, and then we lost to Man City. Okay, that's fine. They've got Haaland now. We know how good he is. We also then lost to Ludogorets at home. Wait, is that them at home? Away. Well, either way, we shouldn't have lost to Ludogorets. So that's slightly disappointing there. DFB Pokal. We'll have a look at all these. We'll go into the schedule. We'll do this properly. We did finish second in the league. Obviously, runners up to Bayern Munich. Let's cover that one first. I'm all over the shop at the moment. Quite a way off, actually, in the end. They only lost one game to Werder Bremen. We lost 8, so that's quite disappointing. I only drew 4, though, so that's good. Donald Marlon, 19 goals. Jude Bellingham, 17, and Marco Reus, 14 assists. That's good. Play the match, Marco Reus. 6 there. So let's go have a look at our Bundesliga. First up, so pretty good start actually. Didn't lose our first game till October. Gladbach, and then Bayern. Okay, you can kind of take those ones, I guess. Couple more wins. Should have beat Frankfurt. Should have beat Mainz. Augsburg we should beat, and Cologne we should beat. So they are some really, really shocking results there. We then and Union Berlin. Wolfsburg we drew okay, lost to Bayern okay, and lost to Bayer Leverkusen, and then drew with Hertha on the last day. Kind of all wrapped up at that point, I believe, because of 4 points ahead of Wolfsburg. But yeah, a couple of games in there that we really should be winning. So that's disappointing. DFB Pokal, Pampau 9-2, Augsburg, Cologne, and then lose 3-4 to Gladbach. That's disappointing. Board weren't happy with that. Super Cup, we beat Leipzig 4-0. Champions League, so like I said, we lost to Man City twice, disappointing. I guess Haaland scored. No, he didn't, and Haaland scored. He did score one there. But the loss to Ludogorets, that's disappointing there. Really, really. That's at home as well. Yeah, that's not cool. That is not cool. Europa League, let's have a look at that. We then beat Besiktas. Arsenal on penalties, lost to Sporting in the first leg, then beat them at home 3-1, beat Chelsea 3-1 at home, lost away. We're not very good away or at home, apparently. And then a 2-1 win over PSG in the final. So looking pretty good for that there. Finances-wise, not a huge issue. We've got a lot of transfer budget, but I'm not really going to be spending it because obviously there's no transfers. A lot of money in the bank. We'll go and have a look at youth prospects so far. So youth candidates was not a very good intake. We've only got some top talents. Mustafa Jaganek, goalkeeper. He can be pretty good. Marco Bauer, left-sided winger. He does not too bad. Low determination though. Raimund Flammerschein, what a name there. Right back, German. Another Australian here, Caleb Nikolovsky. He's not too bad for a right back, and Michael Otto is a good talent defender. So that's a little bit of a bummer there. But having a look at our under 19s at the moment, we've got a few players in here who came through in other intakes. Marlon Jacobson, he looks pretty good. I think he's Marco Reus replacement, which is good. So that's pretty good there. We'll have a quick look back at the squad. We are going to have to promote a goalkeeper because these two are leaving. And Manuel Akanji is leaving as well on a free. He wanted to leave last summer, and I said, we need a bid for you. He wouldn't sign any contract. There's not a lot I can do. And because I don't need transfer money, just let him go. He's joining Inter. Other than that, everyone's pretty happy. Mohamed Dahoud is unhappy because I played him in the wrong position, but whatever, mate, get over it. And Rafael Guerrero is wanted by Barcelona. Goals-wise, 29 for Tottenham, 18 from Jude Bellingham. Moukoko was on loan. He'll be coming back. 15 for Royce, 11 for Reina, 10 for Brandt. Looking pretty good assist-wise. Marco Royce again, 22 amazing. And Jude Bellingham is amazing as well. And 13 for Thorgan Hazard. So, looking pretty good. I think we'll still go with Mats Hummels. He's quite old. It could be his last year next season. And that would give Namendi Collins a season to kind of improve. But he looks like he could be very, very good. We'll have to promote a youngster up, which I think at this point is probably going to be... Suleiman Koulibaly. He will probably come up into the first team, definitely. As will Camara. Axel is still replacement now. We might give Julian Rykhoff, bring him up as well, 19-year-old striker. He looks pretty good as well. So that's where we are at the moment. The board are pretty happy. What do they want next year? Champions League, knockout phase. Yeah, we'll accept that. We'll do all that stuff there. You don't need to worry. Oh, we just unlocked a perfect blend achievement, whatever that is. All right, like I said, if there's any major transfers, which at this point, I don't think there is. Like I said, Manuel Akanji is the only one leaving. Like I said, I won't be selling anyone. So it'll just be a case of, I might tweak this a bit as well. It'll be a case of coming back at the beginning and just showing you what's what here before we kick off our third season. See you in a tick. All right, guys, back to the start of the season. Transfer-wise, nothing major has happened. A couple of players out on freeze, on loan, etc. So that's nothing to report home about there. So this is how we're going to go. I've just tweaked a couple of little minor changes to the tactics here, but I'm going to start with, obviously, Kobel in goal, Zagadou in defence here as well. Bellingham as that Mazzala, switch that over to left now. We've got a ball-winning midfielder. Reina is going to now play on the left as an inverted winger. That's his best position, and he's now signed a new contract as well. He's an important player, and we're going to put Moukoko up front. Even though he's only 18, he is still absolutely amazing. So if you have a look, Moukoko 18, Reina's 20, Bellingham is 20 as well. Zagadou 24. They're like, he's the oldest, but these guys want as much sort of playing time as possible. I have a feeling my assistant will probably partner Mats Hummels with Zagadou there, but we are very light in that defence. If you have a look, I mean, Emre Can can play there, but Collins as the other central defender, he's not that great. So we do need some good central defenders coming through soon. All right, guys, see you at the end of the season. We're back. End of season 3, straight into the season review. Let's have a look. New arrivals. There weren't any, obviously. Season results. We come third. So actually getting worse. That's slightly disappointing. Moukoko, though, 40 goals. We have qualified for the Champions League, so that's good. Champions League wasn't great. We finished third in our group. Started off amazing, and then really, really badly. Losing to Benfica came last. And then, yeah, that's disappointing there. UEFA Super Cup, we're runners-up against Liverpool. We lost that on penalties by the looks of it. The DFB Pokal, quarter-final. Let's go out to Eintracht Frankfurt as well. That's disappointing. And Europa League, ooh, we'll get a D for that because we got knocked out by Juventus. 8-5 on aggregate. Really disappointing. As you can see, Moukoko there with 8 games. 8 goals, sorry. And we only scored 3 goals. No, actually, we didn't. Have a look at that. And yeah, pretty disappointing. We seem to be going backwards. First, second, and third. Biggest win, 7-2, Ludogorets. 2-1 over Napoli, and goal this season from Reina. Finances, things aren't looking too good. How we lined up. Makoko, 58 goals. That's amazing. Reina, 13, 19 assists, 12 from Marco Royce. We're not too bad. Competition awards, Copper Trophy, Jude Bellingham, European Golden Boy, Makoko, X-Gen, Makoko getting a lot of awards. Obviously, club awards basically filled up by Makoko. It's a little bit disappointing there, really, overall. Finishing third in the Bundesliga. I always do that. Quite a way off Bayern, 3 points off of Wolfsburg. We are going backwards. We've had our youth intake, and it's not good. It's another not good one. I mean, no excellent ones, just a couple of 3.5, potentially 3-star players. Stefano Mattei. He's a central midfielder, can play games. He's driven. He could be good, but he's not rated that highly. Olaf Richter, another midfielder, can play up front. We get a few of these new gens who can play midfield and up front. He's not bad. He's better professional. Personality's professional, so that's not too bad. We can work with that. Macken Keita, right back. Yeah. I mean, they're not great. These guys probably aren't do much, to be honest. Edgar Stork. Yeah. Probably more of a winger than a striker, I'd say, but only 2.5 really. We've got 2 good talents of Stavros Drakos, left back, looks pretty ordinary, and Marcel Osterman. So really disappointing there with the youth intake. We are struggling. Squads wise, we know obviously average rating is from Makoko, 58 goals, absolutely incredible from him. If you have a look as well, he scored 40 goals in the Bundesliga alone. So we've definitely replaced Haaland, no issues. The problem is this: if we just go and expand this here, and then we get the league table, we can see 60 goals. That's ridiculous. That is on here the 3rd worst in the whole league, and only by 2 goals. So that is pretty damn poor. Now, is that the fault of the goalkeeper? Gregor Kobol is the only one we've got, 6.87. You'd have a look at the defence, but Zagadou with a 7.14 and Hummels with a 7.6. Hummels could be, I mean, his pace, his acceleration is too slow. Mentally, he's there. Technically, he's there. So it's a tough one. Marco Royce is actually retiring at the end of this season. So that's a blow. Although he probably didn't get as much game time as... He's still got 30 games, but he's down on the last couple of seasons. So we're going to lose him from next year. Emre Can is moving to Bayern on free because I couldn't renew his contract. So great loss there. And Nicholas Schultz, who was just a backup, he's leaving and joining Rams. So 2 players out who are going to be hard. Well, I mean, Emre Can's going to be hard to replace. Zagadou didn't miss much of the season. So we are looking a little bit stretched, obviously, with losing Royce as well. So it's going to be really, really tough. Excuse me. Having a look down in, 2-star ability down tier. Kamara will probably come up because we've lost Emre Can. Vasco Walsh. Yeah, he looks pretty good too. They could come up. Under 19s with the overview. Ability here, Julian Reichhoff, he'll come up, and probably Marlon Jacobson. Spent a year out on loan at Hanover. He will definitely come up. But once again, these guys are only 2 stars. We really need them to be making a, impact straight away. Our under 19s are awesome. They've won the title 3 years straight. So that's good news. Not so good news for the big team, the big boys. But anyway, we'll go away. We'll do the end of season thing. Like I said, we'll quickly dip back in and talk about the beginning of the season. Obviously, there won't be many transfers to get through. I know I said at the beginning 10 years, but it might only be 5 years. 10 years could be really difficult. See you in a bit. Alright guys, here we are back for the fourth season. Start with tactics first. I've tweaked it up a bit. I am using the Krolos Revenge, which is the one I use in my Journeyman, but I've tweaked it slightly. We've dropped in a defensive midfielder here just because we only have one decent centre back in Zagadou. I've done a couple of other tweaks to the formation. You're actually going to use Guerrero here as a complete wing back because he likes that job apparently. But yeah, so Kobel, Zagadou, Guerrero, Bellingham, and Reina and Makoko, the players that are going to be locked into this team. As you can see, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are probably our 5 best players, excluding Kobel there as well. Transfer wise, obviously, there's no ins. Outs, we know about a couple of them, and Ramzan Akhmatov, he has gone out on loan. Actually, we should probably talk about some of the youth players that have brought up. So, Koulibaly here, he's come up as covering centre of defence, 2 stars, 3 star. Obviously, with Namandi Collins, he's probably going to start. His natural fitness and stamina and strength are terrible, though, which is not a good look. Abdulli Kamara has come up for that defensive midfielder role, sort of back up behind Alex Wistel. Hummels is retired as well. He is now on the staff somewhere. Can find him. There's a quicker way of doing this. I know there's a quicker way, but here he is, Mats Hummels. So he's in the coaching staff. Marco Reus has just hung up his boots. Who else have we got? Vasco Walls, Italian midfielder. He's come in. He looks all right. 2 stars. Could be 4-star potential as well. And Julian Ryskov has come in, the striker, because we're a bit weak there. And also, where is... and Marlon Jacobson. Marlon Jacobson, left-sided German midfielder. Quite quick. So he's come in there, and hopefully he'll get some game time as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. The media, it's not looking good. They have us predicted at 5th. Strangely, we have 2 of the top 5 players in the league, but Makoko only gets into the team because apparently, even though Goretzka and Kessie are not rated as highly, I don't know if this is in order or whatever, but Jude Bellingham doesn't get in. Whatever, figures. So this is our 4th year. Hopefully it's not going any more downhill. Hopefully it's not a 4th place finish. But we are going to really struggle to overthrow Bayern here, especially with no transfers and youth intakes. I thought would be better. But anyway, let's go and simulate the season and find out what happens. And we're back. It's okay. It's okay. 2nd in the league though. That's good. 3 points ahead of Eintracht Frankfurt. Quarterfinals in the Champions League by Liverpool, obviously, which is actually the best we've done, and the quarterfinal in the DFB Pokal by Leipzig. So disappointing there as well, but not too bad. We'll go and have a look. Quick check on the club vision, see how happy they are. Giving me a B. Okay, obviously they're devastated. They haven't signed any players or signing German players, but whatever. Let's have a look at the schedule, and let's get out. Let's have a look at the Bundesliga first. So we started really, really well. Didn't lose our first game until we played Hamburg. And pretty horror run there in November. These are games we should be winning. Hamburger, Bayern, and Fortuna Dusseldorf. We should be winning those games, really. Because I think Dusseldorf actually got relegated 18th. Yes, they did. So that's really bad there. Turned it around a bit in December. Augsburg probably should be beating them, really. That's at home, too. Lost to Eintracht Frankfurt, who finishes behind us. Lost to Bayern, obviously. We drew with Bayern 3-3, so that's not too bad. But then, all right, losing to Bayern. But if we're going to overthrow them, that's a game we've got to win. And then a really good run into the end of the season, just the one loss again against Hamburg. Disappointing there, but really, really good. Scoring some good goals. I did actually, at last minute, just tweak the tactic back. I got rid of the defensive midfielder and moved him to an attacking midfielder. So I just tweaked that. I don't know, just before I went on holiday, I was like, actually, let's go this. So that worked all right. there, I guess, in the end. Let's go back to the DFB Pokal. 6-1. We actually beat Hamburg there too. Gladbach in extra time, and then losing to Leipzig is disappointing. Champions League. Ooh, pretty tough group, actually. Milan, Barcelona, Besiktas. And we came through second with 2 wins over Milan and Besiktas, 2 draws, Barcelona and Milan, and 2 losses to Barcelona and Besiktas. We should be beating Besiktas there, really. Just came through second. That was good. Then we played Sevilla and we beat them. And then obviously we ended up with Liverpool in the quarterfinal. I don't think the final's been played there. Liverpool, Man City, shock horror. It's English teams getting through in there. Anyway, that was that. Stats-wise, let's have a look, see how everyone went. Kobel again with under a 7. That's disappointing. But the goals, obviously, Makoko, not as many as last season, but still pretty good. He's unhappy. He just wants a new contract. That's nice and good. But Bellingham is wanted by Liverpool and Man City. It's going to be tough to hold on to him, but hopefully we can. He got 17 goals, 11 assists, and 18 for Giovanni Reina. Couple of guys with issues here. Shouldn't be too easy. What's a new deal? A couple of players wanted. All right. Namendi Collins is wanted by Eintracht Frankfurt. He didn't do too bad, actually. 32 games, 5 goals. That's really, really good from him. Camara playing 20. That's pretty good. Zagadou obviously was the main man, but average rating wise, what do we got? Makoko, Bellingham, Munir, Reina, Collins, Zagadou, Guerrero, and Camara. So some pretty good. Not bad. It's not bad. It's going to be tough next year. Obviously, we once again with no more transfers to get over Bayern. We did in the first season, but that's because we had the cheat code of Haaland. Now, a quick look at the players coming in. We've got Prince Dikandia. He's right back. Low determination, obviously, seems to be a theme. Casual. I mean, he looks okay. 15 years old. He's the best one. Lawrence Ebert, defensive midfielder. We're not going to probably see too much of these guys. Fabian Cam. Christian Frimpong. He doesn't look too bad. Sebastian. Stephen Kalski. Manuel Frank. He looks pretty decent, actually. I feel like he's better than the 3-4 star they've given him. Could be wrong. Probably am. Jack Shaw, another Australian. Bojan Dimitrijevic. Kemal Altine. Yeah. And last one, might as well look at Stefan Gar. Not too bad. So we're going to do one more season, I think. I did say at the beginning we might go forwards and do, I don't know, like 10. But what we might do is we might go 5. I'll figure something out. Anyway, I'm going to go to the off-season. We'll come back quickly just to run through tactics and any players leaving, which hopefully there is not too many of them. So I don't want... Well, especially like some Bellingham to go because that will really, really stuff us up. Anyway, I'll see you in a tick. All right, guys, we're back. Start of the 5th season. Obviously, no players in once again. As you can see, we've never bought anybody in, just players out. So this season, we actually sold some players, 11 million. Julian Rakoff, he went to PSV. Yeah, he was wanting to go, so let him go. This guy was really cranky and wanted to leave, so I said, yeah, okay. Felix Pasalac has left as well, 4 million. So I'm just trying to, I mean, he wasn't that old, 27, but just trying to, freshen up the squad a little bit with those youthish players. Marlon Jacobson as well, who looked pretty good. My head's in the way there. He has gone out on loan. He wanted to go out on loan. Bayern came in for him and I said, look, mate, don't go to Bayern, stay with me. And he said, yep, okay. He was slightly unhappy because he wanted to go on loan, so I sent him on loan, despite the fact he did play 17 games last season. So hopefully he can, get better. Our squad is a little thin then. We'll just have a quick look at Club Vision. They're devastated that I haven't signed German players. I'm not signing anyone, but they don't know that yet. I don't think. Surely they figured out by now. Tactics-wise, we're going for the same one here. I've just made a slight couple of tweaks to the instructions. I think I put in... What did I put in? I can't remember now. Get stuck in was definitely one of them. So we've got Kobel in goal. Zagadou, he injured himself in... Actually, we won. Wait, stop. We had to play a game. Weirdly, the Super Cup was just wedged in between here. So we played Bayern in the Super Cup and we beat them 2-1. So that was great. Good stuff. But Zagadou got himself injured on that. So that sucks. He's out for a couple of weeks or 10 days now. So yeah, Kobel, Zagadou, obviously, Bellingham, Reina, and Makoko. I have left, what's his face, Guerrero off of that left back spot. He is 31, and I do have Tom Rothy, I think his name. Yep, as a left back here. He's not that great, but I want to try and get him some more game time because he's wanting to leave, and you know, more game time, young players. That's the thing. So we're going to simulate this season. And then I've got an idea of what to do afterwards. So we'll go and get this one done, eh? And we're back. We've done a double. It's a small double, DFL Super Cup, obviously, which we beat Bayern in. Then the DFB Pokal, which we're the winners of. Excellent. Champions League was an absolute bust again. But we finished second in the league. And looking at that, we were third for a long time and pipped it on the final day from Wolfsburg by the looks of it there. So, Makoko again with 26 goals. He is the top goal scorer again. Torgan Hazard did pretty well there. Let's go and have a quick check at the schedule. Bundesliga. Drawing to Cologne. See, our results are a lot better. Lost to Bayern, Leverkusen there, Hoffenheim a draw, but we were a lot better. But you have a look at the league table here. Well, we'll just chuck this out, and it's done that to me again. I mean, 5 losses. Look how far away we are from Bayern. They're so good. It's ridiculous. It's disgusting even. Very hard to overthrow them without buying any transfers. The DFB Pokal. Pretty straightforward run there. That was excellent. Let's have a look at that Champions League again. Lille, Real Madrid, Shakhtar. So we did pretty good there in Group B, obviously coming second. That's a pretty toughish group, and we did pretty well there. And then we just get bundled out to Man City. So that's a bit of a blow. Let's just have a quick look here at so domestic leagues. We first, second, third, second. So we're looking pretty good in the domestic league. This is the one that I'm worried about, is the Champions League. So, knockout round, third, quarterfinal last year, and then knockout round. We don't do very good in the Champions League. And the DFB Pokal, actually, semi-final, 3 quarterfinals, and then we actually won in extra time. So, it has been a bit of a struggle there. Squad-wise, Makoko, 37 goals, 15 for Reina, 15 for Marlon. Assist-wise, Reina with 17, 12 for Hazard, Brandt. So we're looking pretty good there once again. Those players do well, and Gregor Kobel is actually got over a 7 this time, which is good. Zagadou looks awesome. How did Namendi Collins? How did Collins do? He had another good season. So really impressed with him there. Couple of young kids in here. You can't see because my head's in the way. David Stored. Did he get much time? 7 appearances. It's not too bad. This guy's pretty good too. Ramzan Akhmatov. He could be pretty good. How did he go? He made 26 appearances for us. 13 off the bench and 13 starts. He played a lot of games, and we'll be getting a lot soon because Axel Witsel is actually going to retire at the end of the season. Jude Bellingham still wanted by Man City and Liverpool, but that is 2 years done and dusted. Past winners, you see, we won in the first year. Obviously, Haaland, that helped. Second, a third, and a runner-up again. Bayern are just such a dominant team that it's very hard to overthrow them. Now, I originally said at the beginning that I was going to do 10 years. That is going to be too much of a stretch. But what I am going to do, I am going to go on holiday now for 5 years. I'm on holiday for 5 more years. I'm going to leave myself at Dortmund, and I'm going to basically just say no transfers. Oh, we didn't have a look at youth players. Not that it'll matter too much, although it might. Let's just do that quickly. Oh yeah, anyway, so I'll explain this while we're just looking at these. So I'm going to do 5 more years, but I'm going to be in charge, and I'm not going to do any transfers. I'm going to see how that goes. I'll probably get sacked in a couple of years. But anyway, we've got Torge Gnerlek. he doesn't look too bad, and we needed a central defender. Stefan Schmidt, attacking midfielder. Khan Sahin, yeah, not too bad. Hannes Hilly, decent physicals. Aaron Vogt, another Australian. We get a fair few Australians in here. Patrick Ulbricht and Mark Webber, the striker. Yeah, not too bad. But Torj Gnerlich, he looks a pretty good 17 tackling, 16 teamwork, 19 bravery already. He could be really, really good. So I'm going to try and holiday for 5 years and see where that gets us. Probably sacked, I'm guessing. All right, we're back. 5 years, and I actually still at Dortmund, amazingly. They finished 4th. But let's go and have a quick look. It's interesting how small the squad is. It's like they haven't promoted any youth players. Past winners. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we came second twice, and then really fell off the radar. We didn't win it at all. Let's have a look here at the domestic leagues. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So second, 6th, 4th, and 4th. A little bit disappointing there. Let's have a look. Did we win anything while I was away? I think we won a Europa League. Huh, look at that. That looks to be the only thing that I think we've won. Interesting. Interesting how they've done it. Like, it hasn't promoted any young kids. We have a look at a couple of the new gens that we got. This guy looks pretty good. Ramazan Akhmatov looks pretty good, but yeah, none of the young players up from Dortmund 2. I mean, have a look at this guy, Neshat Hoxha. Why isn't he in the first team squad? He's amazing. Ability-wise, he's the best. What about the under-19? Surely there's no one old in here. Come on. Marlon Jacobson is down here. He's 24. Why is he still down here? 2.5 star, 4-star potential. See, he should be someone who should be up in the top squad. And yeah, all right. Well, the computer's done me a dirty on this, so that probably didn't go quite as well as I had hoped. A little bit of a disappointing end to the video. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you do have any suggestions for any other rebuilds on that, let me know in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, if you could do that, that'd be great. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye.